Last class, we started discussing about binomial heaps. I hope you watched the previous video. Otherwise, please do it before you watch this video. For this video, you need to remember the node structure representing a node in a binomial heap. The agenda for today is to discuss an operation on binomial heaps, which is to combine two binomial heaps into a single binomial heap. So that is the topic for today. Suppose you are given with two binomial heaps like this. You can easily verify that each one of these represent a binomial heap. If you look at the degree sequence, in each case you have a degree 0 binomial tree, degree 1 binomial tree and degree 2 binomial tree in the first heap. In the second heap you have 3 binomial trees with degrees 0, 1 and 4, and we have to combine these two binomial trees, these two binomial heaps into a single binomial heap containing all the 6 trees, maybe in a different structure. So what we can do first is you merge these two root lists into a single root list. For that we can use the standard procedure for merging two sorted lists. I hope you remember the standard procedure for merging two sorted lists. Otherwise, please recollect what merge procedure is doing before you proceed. So what the merge procedure will do is, here you note that the trees are arranged in the increasing order of degree values. Here degree 0 tree, degree 1 tree and degree 2 tree. Here again increasing order of degree values. So if you recall the standard procedure for merging, it keeps two pointers, one to the first list and two to the second list. Initially the pointers are pointing to the first element in each list, in this case the first tree here and there, and you can see that both are having the same degree 0 and 0. So now you remove or copy that first element or tree into the resulting heap data structure. So this is moved on to the resultant data structure. So you can advance this to the next. And now if you compare the current nodes, you can see that this is having the least degree value 0, here it is 1. So you move this to the resulting list, then advance this pointer. Now you have two binomial trees of same degree, so you move from the first list, because any one you can move. Now you move from the first list, advance this. Now you have a degree 2 here and a degree 1 here. This is having the least degree, so move it and advance. And now if you compare the current binomial trees, this is having the least degree 2, so you move it to the final list and advance. Now this list is exhausted, and so the standard merging procedure will take the remaining trees from the second list, here only one, and insert it to the resulting linked list. So this is what you obtain, and that list is again exhausted. And if you look at this resulting data structure, let us copy it to the next slide. This is what we obtained. And if you look at the degree sequence, you can see that 2 binomial trees are there with degree 0, 2 with degree 1, which is not allowed. In a binomial heap, we know that the second property of binomial heaps demands that you can have at most one binomial tree of degree 0, but you have 2 binomial trees here with degree 0, similarly here as well. So that is not allowed. So what you can do, if you look at these two, what you can do is, maybe you can remove one of them and set it as a child of the other. In this case, if you want to satisfy the min heap property, 18 must be removed because the value 18 is greater than 12. So what you can do is, you can remove 18 from this root list, which is a binomial tree of degree 0. So you add it as a child of 12. So you are getting this. You copy this result to the next slide. This is what we obtained. And if you look at the degree sequence, now you can see that there are 3 binomial trees of degree 1. That is not allowed. So what do you do? Maybe you try combining the first 2 into a single binomial tree, which will result in this. And how I did is, because 7 is less than or equal to 12, I moved this as a left child of 7. Okay. Or in other words, by combining 2 binomial trees of depth 1, I obtained a binomial tree of depth 2, satisfying the min heap property. But in the resulting data structure, if you look at the degree sequence, you can see that there is a violation, because degree sequence must be increasing, but here it is decreasing. So which tells you that in such a case where you have 3 binomial trees of the same degree, don't combine the first 2, but you have to combine the second 2. Try doing it. If you combine the second 2 binomial trees, 3 is the least value, so this will become a left child of 3. You will get this, and that is fine. You copy this resulting instance to the next slide, and this is what we obtained. And if you look at the degree sequence, you can find a violation here. 2 binomial trees of degree 2 or height 2. You have to combine. You can easily see that in this case you have to remove this tree because 15 is greater than 3 and set it as a left child of 3. You will get this as the resulting data structure, and here you obtained the required output of merging or uniting 2 binomial heap instances given to us. Okay. So if you recall, what we did is, we have used the standard merging procedure to merge the 2 binomial heap data structures into a single linked list data structure, and after that, by traversing the resulting linked list, combine or form a binomial heap such that for a given degree at most one binomial tree is there. To do this, maybe we have to cut a binomial tree and paste it as the leftmost child of another one, and that is what we did. Now we can try to formally see how is it written as an algorithm. We can see that algorithm now. First we need a procedure or an algorithm for setting one of these kind of trees as the left child of other. So in this particular case, we are given with 2 binomial trees of height 2. So this is height 2, this is again height 2. So 2 B2s are given. The question is, how you will make a B3, that is a binomial tree of height 3, satisfying the min heap property. So I am giving you the procedure given in the textbook. I just copied it from the textbook. I just want to set y as a left child of z, because 3 is less than or equal to 15, and this is the procedure. We can just verify the correctness of this procedure. The first statement, you are setting the parent of y, the parent, as z. So if you do that, this is what you are doing. Parent of y is set as z. Then what is next? If you recall the node structure, every node is having a field called sibling pointing to the sibling of that particular node. And previously the sibling of y was nil because there is no sibling. Now you have to make it as 7. So what is 7 actually? If you recall the node structure, 7 is nothing but the leftmost child of 3, and which is contained in the field child of z. I hope you remember it, otherwise please refer to the node structure. So you are just setting 7 as the sibling of 15. Then moving down, then you are saying that the leftmost child of z must be y. That is what you are doing. The child field is pointing to the leftmost child of a node. Then finally, so here you set y as the leftmost child of z. Then finally, because now you added a child to z, you have to increment the degree of z by 1, because you added y as a new child of z. And now you note that this is an order of one procedure, because only 4 instructions are required to be executed. And from this procedure, we need to remember the order in which you are passing arguments to it. Here y is z, and you are setting y as the leftmost child of z. So the first argument will go as the leftmost child of the second argument. Please try to remember it, because in the main procedure for uniting two binomial heaps, we are going to call this procedure binomial link, which will take two arguments, not pointers y and z, and will set the first argument as the leftmost child of the second argument. Okay. With this, let us proceed and look at the algorithm for binomial heap union. Please don't get worried about it. We are going to verify what it is doing by statement. See, we are given this kind of instance where you have two binomial heap instances given to you, and you have to obtain a single binomial heap instance containing all these nodes. So for that, first you have to make a node pointer to hold the resulting list. That is what you did. If you recall from the previous lecture, here is an order of one operation which just makes a node structure, so that you can store the address of the resulting heap in that node structure. Okay. So this is that node structure, and which is now pointing to an empty list, to which you have to first combine these two nodes, list, and after that you have to do rearranging. So that is the first operation. You just made a node pointer to hold the address of the resulting list, and now which is pointing to an empty list. And after that, what you do? This is what you have now. If you recall from our example, what we did first is we applied the standard merge procedure to combine these two into a single linked list structure. So this is what we did. Binomial heap merge is the procedure I am calling, which is just combining these two into a single linked list like this. And after that, just free the node point is head H1 and head H2. Okay, H1 and H2 are these two node pointers. Now you can just free them because you don't need it, because you combine it, and you don't have to destroy the links within the nodes. Just free the memory allocated for the header nodes H1 and H2, and that is what the algorithm is doing after making the pointer to the resulting list. Okay. Then we have to look at a corner case. Suppose you are given with these are the instances to merge. Both the initial lists are empty. Only in that case you will get the merged list as an empty list. So you have to check for that corner case. That is, after merging, if that list is empty, then you don't have to do anything, because no trees were there in both the lists, so you can just return an empty list, and that is the next part of the algorithm. So after you merge, suppose the resulting merged list is empty, you just return, nothing to do. Otherwise you have to do something. Suppose you result in this kind of a linked list after you merge. You know that you have to combine these two, because two binomial trees of degree 0, here 2 with degree 1. So you have to combine, and for that we need to traverse the list, and this standard procedure given in the textbook uses 3 pointers to traverse this. X is the pointer pointing to the current node. To start with, the first node is the current node. Then 2 other pointers, one to the next binomial tree in the root list, it is called the next to x, and the other one is to the previous. To start with, the previous is nothing, there is no previous binomial tree, and this is the setup that we have to have before we start traversing the list. So the next part of the algorithm is setting this, exactly these 3 statements. Okay, not that we are having a pointer, current pointer pointing the current binomial tree, which is the first one to start with. Then if you have an x, we have the next x pointing to the next binomial tree, and the previous x pointing to the previous binomial tree. Now after that, once you have this setup, you have to continue doing something until the next x goes out of this list. That is, until the next x becomes nil. What you do? We can see case by case. Now you consider this instance. You can see that if the current node is this and the next is this is okay, because the current node is having a degree 1 and the next node is having a degree 2. That is very much okay. You don't have to do anything. In this case, what you can do is you can advance to the right. So every pointer here needs to be positioned to the next tree in the list, and this is how you do it, and this is the condition, that is, the degree of the current node is not equal to the degree of the next node, then it must be greater. So what you do is you just move right. This is the sequence of 3 statements that you need to move right, and if you remember the node structure, it's not difficult to read and understand what these 3 statements are doing, nothing but moving right. And this is the next part of your algorithm, and there is one more instance or case where you have to move right. This is the other case. If you recall from our running example, here we have 3 binomial trees of the same degree 1, and we know that in this case we have to combine the second and third binomial trees, not the first and second. And according to the properties of binomial trees, in the merging process or uniting process, 3 is the maximum number of binomial trees that you may have with the same degree. You may try to prove it offline as a homework exercise. Maximum 3 binomial trees of any degree during the uniting process. So here again you have to advance because you have to combine the second and third tree. So you are advancing in this case as well. This is the condition. That is the sibling of the next. Sibling is this pointer, which is not null, means there is a tree in the right. And here you are checking that the degree of this tree is same as the degree of x. In that case you have to advance, move right. It's the same sequence of 3 statements, and that is the next part of your algorithm. So this is, in either this condition is satisfied or this condition is satisfied, that is the previous 2 cases that we discussed. You move these 3 pointers to the next. These are the sequence of 3 statements. Now we have done with the case where we can move right, and here is a case where you cannot move right. If you look at the current node and the next node, they both are having the same degree 2. So what you do, depending on which one is the least value, here key of x is the least value, key of x is less than or equal to key of this node. In that case, okay, first you have to check whether this is the case or not, that is key of x is less than or equal to key of next x. After checking that, now you know that you have to set this tree rooted at next x as the leftmost child of x, right? So this will be removed and will be set as the leftmost child of this node. So what will happen? This will go. So this link should be repositioned to the node 6. That is what we have to do first. And if you remember the node structure, it is nothing but sibling of x. Okay, so you have to say that sibling of x previously was pointing to 15. Now you make it pointing to whatever is the sibling of 15, which is 6. If you know linear linked list, how to operate with that, it's very easy. So you do that first. That's what we are doing here. The sibling is adjusted, and after that, now you have done all the groundwork. You can just remove this and set it as the leftmost child of this. For that, we already have discussed an algorithm, binomial link, okay, binomial heap link, where you pass next x as the first argument and x as the second argument. If you recall, the first argument, this one, will be set as the leftmost child of the other. That's what you are doing. 15, the node 15, which contains this tree, is set as the leftmost child of x, and so that part is done. So that is what you do in this case. Now you are moving down. This case is done. That is when the value of this node is less than or equal to the value at the next node is done. Now we are going to look at the other case where the value at the node x is greater than the value at the next node. So what you have to do is you have to remove x and set it as the left child of this. In that case, you will be removing x, to which now head is pointing, okay, and this is the condition. When x is the current node, when x is the first node, the previous x will be null. Okay, so you have to check that whether previous x is nil. Okay, that's what you are doing here. And what you have to do, if this is the case, because you are going to remove the node x, you have to make head edge pointing to next x. That is what you have to do. You say that head edge is now going to point to next x. That's what you do. This is what you do. You are doing as the next statement. Okay, and else means previous x is not nil. This is an example. Previous x is pointing to a node, and you are going to remove x. So what is the change you need? Because you are going to remove x, this, that is the sibling of previous x must point to this node. So say it. Sibling of previous x, this link should point to next x. And that is the next step in the algorithm. And now you have done all the work. Just remove x and set it as the left child of 8. So you call binomial link where you want to set x as the leftmost child of next x. Just call it. So this work is done. Okay. Now after you do that, after you do this statement, you are having this kind of an instance where you just remove x and set it as the left child of 8. Now you have to make x coming to 8. How will you do that? X is nothing but next x. X is nothing but next x. So that is what you did. And that is the next statement in the algorithm. X is reassigned to next x. Okay, this is the instance that you have. Now you have to say that next x should go here and point to 7. And what is 7 now? 7 is nothing but sibling of x. So you have to say that next x should be the sibling of x. And with that, we are finishing the procedure. Okay, that's the algorithm. And we just try to understand what this algorithm is doing. And we observe that this is exactly what we wanted to do. And with this, we can proceed and see what is the complexity of this algorithm. If you look at these statement blocks, you can see that make binomial heap is an order of 1 operation and merge is order of log n operation because there are log n number of trees in the first instance and in the second instance. So total 2 into log n, that many trees. Okay, or if you consider the entire nodes in 2 instances as n, the total number of trees is log n in both h1 and h2, and hence the merge procedure is taking only log n time, and the complexity is just taken from the complexity of the standard merging procedure. And after that, you have to just free the memory allocated for h1 and h2, which is an order of 1 operation. If you look at this order of 1, just one statement which is conditional. Then setting the basics, just 3 statements, again order of 1. If you move inside, all these statements are order of 1. Binomial link is again order of 1. We have seen only 4 statements, right? Hence, you are calling it twice from the loop, and hence the complexity can be obtained as log n. It's basically because you are calling this order of 1 operation log n times, because the maximum number of trees in the linear linked list is log n. So here there is a log n, and in the loop it's only order of 1 operations which is invoked maximum log n time. So the complexity of binomial heap union is log n. So today we have seen a procedure for combining 2 binomial heaps, and the procedure is called binomial heap union, and the complexity is order of log n, where n is the number of nodes in the resulting heap instance. Thank you.